What's going on, everybody? How you doing? And welcome. My name is Lord PeteyTV. I'm here to tell you about the Arathi book collection. So here we go. I'm going to show you all the locations, what to do, and how it's going. So let's give it a go. So first thing I'm going to tell you is where the location is, which is the Church of the Sacred Flame. Now, in the back of the room, you're going to see a guy that's going to be chilling there, the Lore Master. Now, this guy, you know, you can talk to him and he can ask you questions, but he is really not going to do much for you. He's not going to tell you any information. He's not going to tell you anything. You can ask you questions, but you need to find these 6 books that are found throughout all of the Hollowfall area. Now, it took me a little bit to kind of get used to where all these locations are and what's going on with them, but I ended up finding most of the locations. I ended up, getting some help online to do that, but I ended up being able to find it. Now, so we're going to go to them right here. So these are all the waypoints for all the locations across this whole entire zone, and we're going to be starting to fly to each point. Now, the first point is not too far from the regular location, so I'm just generally just showing you guys how I kind of took the path. So I just kind of ran out the door, hopped on my mount, and went not too. The locations aren't too far from point A to point B. Like I said, they just took a couple of seconds to get to. So a couple of things of quick vigor, and you are there. So this point right here is to the north, right by the flight path even. So it's a little easier to get to, and it is. Almost all of them are actually inside buildings. So it took me kind of like a moment to kind of look around to find the locations of where they all are. And I'm going to kind of show you where they are here. So inside this house here, I kind of looked around and tried to find it, and I wasn't 100% positive, but I did find it in the back of the room. So in the back of the room, you're going to find the book, and you're just going to pretty much click it. You're going to take it, which is perfect, and you're good, and you're going to go to the next location, which is also to the north. So the north is here. You're going to set that waypoint, and we're going to go. I did use the add-on TomTom to kind of go from point A to point B, only because it was just easier for myself to kind of use the arrow on the screen and kind of move through. TomTom's been around ever since, vanilla, so most people already know of it. So we're going to go into this area, and we're just going to fly on in. Now, the one thing that's interesting about this area is that there are monsters in there, so you just got to be really careful when you're going into this building specifically. So when we went in, I DPS'd the mob real quick, killed it, and ended up looking for the book. Now the book itself is in the back of the room on the table. It's kind of hard to see and kind of hidden because it is really small, but it's right next to that cutting board. And once you end up finding that, it's good. You get it, you collect it, perfect. We were done there, and we were like, all right, let's get out of here. I don't know why I ended up wanting to loot that satchel, but I ended up doing that. I just double-checked to make sure I wasn't missing something silly, and kind of just flew off. Now, the next location was a little bit to the south, so we ended up taking that and jumping up and going from there. And this one was very much closer than the others. So there's also this other book here that I kind of looted, which I thought might be the book, because I saw some like sparklies, but that's actually not one of the books you need. So you don't have to worry about that. That was just me being me and being dumb. So I realized that we were much closer, and we had to go to another location, which is right here. And it's almost like a stable. So once we get into the stable, you hook a hard right, and it's right there against the wall. Easy to find. We take that, and now we're going to the next point. So the fourth book here, set the arrow, and we're going to go. As always, I greatly appreciate everyone for checking out our videos and coming back each week. We have Mythic Plus videos, and we have lots of other things that are going on in this channel here and on Twitch.tv. We're on every single Monday through Friday if you're looking to see about what is going on and what is going on with the channel. Now, I love and appreciate you all, so thank you very much for supporting us. So here is another book here, another location, and we end up going to grab it right there in the center. And we just double check to make sure that there's nothing going on there. And from there, we're going to fly to the next point. The next point is going to be right here. And we are flying to the 5th book now. It's not too bad. It's kind of a little bit, you know, it's in a weird spot, but it's not too bad. I thought it was going to be underneath the boat, but in actuality, it's on the boat. So when you're flying in here, make sure you fly onto the boat so that you can end up getting to the right location. I just pretty much ignored the mobs. And also, when you're going to go through this, don't go down, because I thought normally when you see it, it's down. But in this case, it's not. It's actually up. So I wasted a little bit of time here, and I went down, but that's okay. So I ended up going then up into the top portion of this boat, and on the table is the next location. There you go, there. Perfect. And now we end up going to the next arrow, which is our next book. So the next book is here. We're just going to zoom in. And this is another, you know, just another building. Now, the book itself, you can see another person is in there trying to find the same thing. And the book is on that bookshelf in the back on the left side. And I grab that. I also tried to motion to the other dude where it is, because I want him to know, but it's hard to ping and do anything like that. So I made sure to do a little couple jumps, did some nice stuff, and we got there. So next part we're going to end up doing is we're going to go back to the quest giver. Now, the quest giver is back in the chapel, which is a quick fly back. And you'd think that since we have all the books, it would be easy. You just got to hand them in or something like that. No, that's not the case for this quest. We're actually going to have to do some questions. Now, the intention is for you to go and actually read all the lore to actually give the correct answers and such, but this is not the case. There is the lore master. He's going to ask you 6 questions to test your knowledge, and we're going to click ask your question. So the first answer for the first question is going to be that the cosmos contains the morphic something or other, which is the third answer. Now we're going to go to the second question. The second question is going to be patience and respect. That is going to be the next answer. And then the third one is going to be the second answer, which is seek shelter and light. The next question is going to be the third fleet. And then the fourth question is going to be the remains of gods. And then the last answer is going to be from the letters of Melder, or however you want to pronounce that. After you do that, click the box, and congratulations on getting your new toy. And make sure you tease people every single time you're at Mythic Plus. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.